Let's get to Derek, who's kind enough to give us a call here on WoodwardSports.com. How you doing, Derek?
It's Eric with an E.
Eric, how you doing, Eric? What's
Welcome
up,
in.
man?
What up, though? Go Blue.
What up, yo? Go
What
Blue.
up,
Go Blue, what's going on, fam?
Man, nothing much. Hey, y'all. I've been looking at these mock drafts, and I've been freaking out like y'all because I'm like this. I'm on the side of Braylon also. If everybody else is gone, and the defensive lineman is there, yeah. But if Bryce Young is there, man, you'll be crazy to pass him up. Bryce Young, he the truth this year. He didn't have none of them weapons, and they only lost 2 games by a combined 3 points. Bryce Young is special, and if he's on that board and we pass on him, I think that'll be the biggest mistake we ever do.
How about C.J. Stroud?
I gotta agree with Eric on that.
C.J. Stroud, I like Stroud, but I have my questions. But I do like Stroud. I feel like if he's there, you take him. Will Levis, I'm not high on. I see Zach Wilson.
Okay.
But Young, it's a no-brainer. I get in trouble with the NFL like we did a few years ago. I'll run that card up again.
That's what
because Bryce Young is elite.
Yeah.
He's elite. He's a game changer. He's a franchise changer.
I
don't care about his size.
I couldn't agree with you more. Hey, Eric, thanks so much for the call, man. We appreciate it. Call back anytime.
Appreciate you.
Thank y'all. Love the show.
Appreciate it. Tell a friend
well.
about us. Tell your friends about us. That's awesome. Eric, thank you for the call. Can I just show you what basically we're up against here? This is what Brad Holmes has a legitimate, may have a legitimate question about. Let's see it. Would you rather have Miles Murphy and Keely Ringo or Bryce Young and Christian Gonzalez? So basically what it comes down to is this. They've got a cornerback going at 18. Whether it's Ringo, whether it's Gonzalez, whoever it may be, okay? Take the player's name out of it.
Cornerback.
Or would you rather have Miles Murphy or Bryce Young? That's really what the question comes down to. And if you say Miles Murphy, there's nothing I can do to change your mind.
Yeah.
Because I will tell you, there's this little thing, it's called free agency. And you can go buy yourself 2 defensive tackles if you feel like you want. And you've got 5 guys on that defensive front, on that defensive side of the ball, that are going to take a huge leap next year in year 2.
You hope they're going to take. You hope they're going to take a huge leap.
And if they don't, everything nice I said about Brad Holmes goes out the window, because this isn't about 1 year playing nice on a bad team.
Yeah, but I don't think it goes out the window. Like the guys you're talking about got drafted in the 6th, the 7th round, the 5th round. Like those guys are like later on draft picks. They didn't go intentional on a first-round defensive tackle outside of Aiden Hutchinson. They don't have a first-rounder or a second. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean, Pascal's a very high second-round pick.
Look, you keep talking about Pascal. We'll see. Like, once again, just with the Detroit Lions, like, once they make the playoffs, we'll talk about it. I got to see it consistently.
But again, we didn't see it out of Jameson Williams last year. We just automatically think Jameson's going to be this great pro.
No, correction. We did see it out of Jameson Williams because we saw him go against Georgia, which is almost an NFL team. They had 6 first-round draft picks, 17 drafted players. He and Bryce Young almost won that national championship by themselves. So we knew he was going to be that good.
And Josh Pascal.
I don't even know who the hell Josh Pascal is.
Played in Kentucky. Go look at the highlights. You don't like that? Yeah, it's not funny to you?
No, it was. The Bluegrass.
Okay.
The Bluegrass stage. I'm just saying, like, in terms of your question, it's not even
a question.
It's Bryce Young and Christian Gonzalez.
It's not even a question.
That's not even a question.
Listen to me. And I know everyone's like, okay, if you take a quarterback, wait till 18. No one's going to be left at 18. Yeah, you're going to find an event. You're going to have a Jalen Hurts, and you're going to have maybe a Tom Brady once in a lifetime. Yeah, you're going to have those quarterbacks, Dak Prescott.
Who's been the Tom Brady since Tom Brady, by the way? Everybody that wants a quarterback late.
Jimmy Garoppolo? No, I'm joking.
Second round pick.
I was joking.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I don't give a damn.
It hasn't been my.
If Anthony Richardson's
Brock
left
Purdy?
at 6 and he's the only quarterback left at 6, I'm taking him. I'm not letting him get to Carolina. I'm not letting him get to Carolina. I'm taking my Super Bowl quarterback that's going to sit behind Goff for 2 years, maybe 3. That's who I'm taking.
You can absolutely have him sit for 2.
I'm not going to let him go. I'm not.
It's a free square.
This is it, man. You're not picking this high anymore.
This is your
God
last-
willing.
This is your last best opportunity to get your quarterback. Let me bring in the Silver Lion, Mike Jones. What's up, Mike?
Yeah. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today?
Real
Mike.
fine.
Man, with that number 6 pick, man, I feel y'all on the quarterback because Goff is expensive. But, man, we got to go cornerback. We got to go with one of those corners, man, because if you watch that game, that playoff game, it's all about the passing, man. And we don't have nobody on that back end to stop the pass. And I don't think you can wait till 18 to pick your corner.
You want another cornerback that high? Didn't you see what happened 3 years ago?
Yes, and I know I'm against it. I've always been against taking cornerbacks that high. I have. But if you look at...
It ain't Deion
If you look
Sanders.
at what, I know, but look at Sauce. I think
Sauce
they
is
messed
special.
up.
Mike,
Sauce is special.
We appreciate the call, but here's the thing, though. There are no type of DBs like that in this draft. There's no Sauce Gardner in this draft. There's no Derek Stingley Jr., in which we think he could be when the Houston Texans drafted him. They were saying that Joey Porter Jr. was the best DB in the draft and he was going to go 12. Then all of a sudden it was, well, Keely Ringo is going second round. Well, let's add Keely Ringo to the end of the first round. Now he's 19. Like, we don't know how good these DBs are. Christian Gonzalez, I've seen 6, I've seen 18. I don't trust this crop of DBs for me to be drafting 6. If I'm taking a DB at 6, I'm going to know that this guy is going to be special and he's going to lock down a side of the field. I know that going into it. I don't feel comfortable about any of these DBs. I don't think anybody is, because you see it keep changing. Now Christian Gonzalez is the one that's kind of number 1. But hell, look at this, McIntyre. He's 18.
Yeah.
I don't trust the DBs in this draft class.
What do you say to that, Mike?
I don't know, man. I'm high on Joey Porter Jr., man. I know he's not a number 6 pick, but man, maybe at worst you dangle that pick in front of maybe Baltimore or something like that, or you try to mortgage that pick. But I think we need a corner bad in the top 10, and I've always been against taking a corner in the top 10. I have been, but. Man,
Hey, Mike, appreciate the call, my friend. Call
Definitely.
back
Appreciate
anytime.
that,
Tell a
Mike.
friend about us too, will you? Good job.
oh yeah, definitely, man. All right, Braylon, holla at you.
Mike, appreciate it,
All
fam.
right, thanks, Mike. Appreciate it. I think we absolutely have to have defensive back help, cornerback help.
Yeah.
But I mean, am I going to take? Even McShay, now take this for what it's worth. McShay says Miles Murphy is way higher than his highest rated CB1.
Gotcha.
Right? So it would be a severe reach to take a cornerback.
I agree.
At 6. You absolutely need help there. But again, I go back to this. You're competing against Patrick Mahomes.
Right.
You're competing against Patrick Mahomes. You're competing against Joe Burrow. Now, Patrick Mahomes, I consider the Philadelphia Eagles, if they're not 1, they're 1, 2, or 3 best defensive backfield in the National Football League with Darius Slay, Bradbury, and Gardner Johnson.
They're 1.
Okay, so they're 1.
They're 1.
This dude, Mahomes, scored 24 points on him in 13 minutes.
He's different.
Exactly.
And that's why I want Jalen Ramsey.
And again, that is why you need a guy that can go toe to toe with Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Trevor Lawrence, people like this. If you don't have somebody to score the football like that, I don't know.
When the Detroit Lions line up and they play these teams that they did okay with Justin Jefferson, but I'm still naming him because he's the best wide receiver stat-wise in the last 2 years. You got to play against Justin Jefferson, who's checking him. You got to play against the Raiders and Devontae Adams, who's checking him. You got to play against the Miami Dolphins and Tyreek Hill, who's checking him. The list goes on. The wide receiver list is only getting longer in terms of really good wide receivers in the NFL. It's no longer the top 10 list. That wide receiver thing stretches out to about the top 17, 18.
Without question.
And you got to check these guys. You got to have somebody that you feel comfortable with in your foxhole. Like, you know what? Yeah, Jalen's over there. Or whoever you want to draft. All right, Joe Porter
Bradbury
Jr.
and
is over
C.J.
there. We got
Gardner-Johnson.
You got to have one of those guys, though.
Give me the Eagles secondary. They're available.
Got to have one
Sign
of those
them.
guys.
Back to the phone lines. Bring in Tobias. How you doing, Tobias? You are on WoodwardSports.com. How you doing, T?
I'm good, man. I appreciate y'all taking my call. Huge fan of the show. I do want to say I have been a Lions fan all my life. I'm over 40 years old. And to answer
Shout out to
the
the
question,
40-year-olds.
right on. And if Young is not available, we have to trade down, pick up additional picks, but address the secondary. We have to. Our secondary was poor last year with Ermanni and Woodward being trash, Jeff Okudah being inconsistent. We have to address that. So pick up a Gonzalez, pick up a Witherspoon, or someone like that in the draft. And I trust Brad Holmes, but that's the most important thing you have to do is adjust the defense.
Tobias, what if they got him at 18? What if they got that guy at 18? Would you be fine with that?
I'll be fine with that. I really would. But as long as it's addressed, because the only thing that held us, that really showed us what we needed last year was the defense. The defense was absolutely horrible. So, yes, please address the defense.
100%.
You got it.
100%.
Good stuff. Hey, Tobias, tell a friend about us. Thanks so much for placing the call. Call back anytime you want to weigh in, man. Appreciate it.
Got to get defense, man.
Yes, sir.
You see the teams that made it to the end, man. You see the last 4 teams alive in NFL this year, man. Tell me I'm lying. Their defenses are all overly solid.
Yep.
Overly solid. Got to get that stacked up, Ryan.
No doubt about it. We keep talking about quarterback.